It's easy to see why Noosa appeals to so many people. For me, it's a morning surf at the Point Breaks or a run through the National Park, followed by lunch with a view of the water right here at Hastings Street. But if you want to escape the crowds, find some more serenity, there is another option. All you need is the right kind of vehicle and the right kind of tyres.
Oh, and let me add something else to that list. Good company. And today that comes in the form of Steve from Cooper Tyres. Our destination is the Noosa North Shore. And the car ferry that gets you there from Taunton is super convenient. It only costs $7 one way, and the ferry runs every 10 minutes, 365 days a year. It's a short drive once we're on the North Shore to the third cutting where drivers can get access to Tiwai Beach. But before we hit the sand, we're letting the tyre pressure down to 20 psi. Steve's tyre of choice for his Subaru is Cooper Tyres CS5, a popular option for owners of SUV vehicles.
So how should these tyres perform on the sand? I mean, they handle fantastically on the bitumen.
Well, they should perform really well because they are a highway style tyre and they tend not to dig in on the sand, so they should get up on the top and float.
So we're going to have some fun, Liz.
We sure
We're about
are.
to hit the sand.
It's the most beautiful day.
Low tyre pressures.
We're all good.
The CS5 is awesome for owners of SUVs because they improve braking and traction in wet conditions and are great on the bitumen as well as on the rougher terrains.
You know, tyres is one of those things you tend to put off and put off and put off until you finally need a set. And the unfortunate thing is most of the tyres that come out on a brand new vehicle are not that great. And when you do need to replace one on your first set, you've really got to think about what type of driving you're going to be doing. If you're going to be doing some of this stuff, you know, down the beach with a bit of dirt roads type work, you've got to really look for a tyre that's going to be able to handle that.
The CS5 also has a very nifty feature that lets drivers keep an eye on the health of their tyre.
Well, check this out, Liz. This tyre's got something really special, and it's called a wear square. And this simply helps you decipher when the tyre's worn out. It's actually on 4 points around the tyre, both on the outside and on the inside. So you can also tell whether your tyre needs an alignment as well. So this is how it works. When your tyre's got full tread, you've got the full square. When you're 25,
Which it has now?
That's it, which it has now. When it's 25% worn, you lose one of the edges. 50% worn, 75% worn, and then you've got to replace that tyre on the exclamation mark.
So you're telling me one day that will end up an exclamation mark?
It sure will, but you should change your tyres before then, Liz.
Okay, that's clever technology.
It's very clever, and it means you can monitor your tyres without having to take it back to the tyre store all the time.
Steve tells me the average life of tyres on a new car is about 40 to 50,000 kilometres. The CS5 comes with an 80,000 kilometre guarantee. And if you're thinking of enjoying a spot of driving along beautiful Tiwai Beach, don't forget to buy yourself a vehicle permit. They can be purchased online, over the phone, or at one of the National Park information centres. And last but not least, remember to fill up your tyres once you're off the sand and back onto the bitumen.
So we left the Noosa coffee shops in the distance. The whole drive here, I think we passed one fisherman. We've had the beach to ourselves, and there's miles and miles ahead to explore. With the right kind of car, with the right kind of tyres, this really is accessible to anyone and everyone, and well worth the trip.